Hello and welcome to Hike, California. If you're not familiar with McArthur-Burney Falls Memorial State Park, it is one of California's most iconic state parks. It was actually founded in 1925, which makes it California's second oldest state park. It features 910 acres of diverse landscape. It's got falls, it's got streams, it's got forests, it's got lakes, but its crown jewel is the 129-foot Burney Falls. And this draws visitors from all over the state every single year. And if you're planning on being one this year, you're going to want to pay attention because those falls may not be accessible. That's right, much of the park, including the iconic falls themselves, will not be open through much of 2024. Now, when I first heard this story, a lot of people were blaming this on TikTok and Instagram, bringing a lot of new visitors to the park, and I see where they're coming from. Certainly increased visitation is part of this, but it's not exclusive to TikTok and Instagram. It's a bit of a cynical take. The truth of the matter is this park was built to accommodate 110 to 120,000 visitors annually every single year. And the truth is, it has grown exponentially since then. In the 2010s, Sunset Magazine ran a feature, and increased media exposure at that time brought more and more people. Today, the park averages about 250,000 annual visitors, which is about twice what it was built to accommodate. And during the peak pandemic, it hit 350,000 visitors, which is 3 times what the park was built to accommodate. All of those extra bodies are just going to create more damage than the park was built to handle. That's not a byproduct of Instagram or social media. This sort of like exclusionary approach to the outdoors I don't think is super beneficial. I think it's a little cynical. But the truth of the matter is more people are coming here because it's amazing. And this park was going to need this work done anyway. The increased visitation is also not the sole reason for the needed improvements or for the erosion for that matter. Some of it is from misuse of the trails, and then some of it is just from all the rain California's been getting in the last few years. So, it's great that people get out and enjoy the parks, but also there's going to be a downside, and sometimes that means that we're going to have to be a little patient while they fix things up so that more people can enjoy them. That said, the closure is going to start April 1st, so you do have the month of March if you want to get out and see the falls this year. They're expected to last through the summer and probably well into the fall season as well in 2024. So what is going to be open and what is not going to be open? Well, the Falls Loop Trail and the Burney Creek Trail will be closed. The access to the waterfall is going to be extremely limited. It's viewing only from the top viewing area. That said, the Rim and Pioneer campgrounds will remain open. The Burney Falls General Store will remain open. The marina, the visitor center, all day use areas will remain open, as will the PSEA Trail, the Rim Trail, the Headwaters Trail, and the Pioneer Cemetery Trail. The Fisherman's Bridge remains open for specific access routes. So what are the planned improvements? Well, they're going to be repaving the Burney Falls Loop Trail. They're also going to add a retaining wall and an ADA guardrail to make it more compliant. At the same time as this is being done, because the park is expecting fewer visitors, Caltrans is jumping on board, and they're going to be doing some rehabilitation work on Highway 89, which leads to the park's entrance. Now, do keep in mind that any cars parked along the highway are subject to citation or towing, so it's going to make logistics very difficult if you do want to visit during the closure. One more note is that these falls and the areas surrounding them are considered an important location for the Pit River tribe. The Ilmawi, which is the tribal band that lives closest to the falls, consider the waterfall and the pool at its base to be a sacred place. Today, the Pit River tribe still conducts ceremonies and traditional activities at the falls, so getting them fixed up and operable is of paramount importance to the state. Now, whether you plan to visit in 2024 during the closures or you're putting off your trip until a later year, I do just want to express gratitude for your understanding and your patience. It's important. Sometimes parks have to undergo facelifts. Sometimes they have to have a little bit of a refurbishment. And sometimes, it requires us to be patient so that other people can have the experiences that we've had in the outdoors. So it's really great that so many people are getting outside, and like I said earlier, it's just going to take a little bit of extra love from the state and a little bit of patience from the rest of us. So if you got value out of this video, please click like and subscribe, and hey, let's do this again sometime.